Good morning, my friends. My name is Eric Vanderway. I am the owner and voice of FutureSquawk.com. We are coming to you live today from before the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Yeah, that's right. Coming at you live at 7:30 this morning from the floor of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. It is 7:27 with 46 seconds. Guys, I did want to bring to your attention that we do have some numbers at 7:30 today. Some numbers. So, first number that we have is the New York Fed Manufacturing. Previous was 22.6, surveys for 20 even. I do have labor costs as well. Labor costs came in at 2.9, surveys for 0.3. Same with retail sales X and retail sales, guys. Retail sales X includes had a previous prior of 0.4, looking for 0.3, and retail sales. Retail sales themselves, without excluding some of the components, it was 0.5 previously, looking for 0.1. Guys, those are our 7:30 numbers in New York Fed manufacturing, labor costs, retail sales, the two components of retail sales. So, well, we will have those for you, and then at 8:15. We have industrial production and capacity utilization, guys. Then business inventories at 9, and NAHB housing at 9 as well. And then 9:30, of course, we have the EIA weekly crude, distillates, and gas. We will have those numbers for you as soon as in about 30 seconds, guys. 45 seconds. We will have those numbers for you. I will be the first one to have those for you, and you will hear them live here first. So, yes, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Today is Wednesday. Oh my goodness, is today the 15th? You bet it is, the 15th of August. We have 30 seconds until those numbers, guys. We are seeing some bid recently off those lows, low of the session is a 21 evens, 21 evens in the ESU8 contract. So yeah, those are the lows of the session, my friends, and we do have a little bit of a bid off of that. We have 5 seconds to numbers. I will get those to you. All right, here we go. New York Fed manufacturing 25.6, survey was for 21. Labor costs are actually decreased at a draw of 0.9. Retail sales expected was for 0.3. Guess what, guys? We got 0.6, and then that was retail sales X, and retail sales came in line with previous and well above the survey. The survey was for 0.1. We got 0.5, guys. These numbers are all, so manufacturing came in at 25.6 instead of 21, well over the 22.6 that we had last time. So, guys, everything is in line or above. Well, that's not true. Okay, 3 of the 4 are in line or above previous. The only one that was below was we had 2.9 last time for labor costs, 2.9%, and survey was for 0.3. We actually got a draw of 0.9, which actually is it's going to be quite positive for business, but quite negative considering that that divergence that we've seen between labor costs and true capital growth has been well, it's just been divergent, guys. So I would expect to see the Fed, especially if labor continues to fail to grow. I expect to see the Fed continue to take actions in order to promote a little bit of social justice in the economy. But yeah, guys, there's some fiscal measures that can be taken. There's some monetary measures that can be taken, and I expect to see that will the debate over that will continue to heaten up. Guys, it is 7:31 with 55 seconds. It's been 2 minutes since those numbers, and we are starting to see the ES come off, guys. So just for those of you guys who recently joined us, good morning to you. And I did want to recap. We did have 7:30 numbers this morning. 7:30 numbers. I was here live, broadcasting at the 7:30 time frame. Guys, we did have New York Fed manufacturing come in well above previous and well above survey. Previous was for 22.6. Survey for 20 even, 25.6 was the actual. Labor costs were actually a draw of 0.9 per 0.9. Survey was for 0.3 and previous was 2.9. Guys, huge difference. Huge difference in labor costs. Retail sales X came in previous 0.4. Survey was for 0.3, and guess what, guys? We saw 0.6. Same thing with the retail sales. We did see survey previous was 0.5. Survey was for 0.1. We came in at 0.5. So yeah, guys, retail sales came in above expectations. Good morning to you, even bid. So yeah, we did definitely see that. We did definitely see some of those, some of that continuation. The one thing, the major outlier in this series that was just released was obviously the labor cost. The labor cost of 0.9% labor costs. 0.9% draw was, oh boy, was that. That was quite unexpected. So we did expect a pullback, but not a negative number. So yeah, guys, that will definitely heat up the debate over the disparities in the economy. And I think that over the next couple of days we will see that debate continue, and perhaps some fiscal monetary policies being acted upon in order to alleviate some of those disparities that we have seen in the economy between ownership of capital and those who work for a living. So yeah, guys, we have seen that. We will continue to see, I believe, we will continue to see that debate moving forward. So guys, that's what we are seeing here. As we are seeing, I do think, I mean, in the overnight session, let's go ahead and let's look at an ES chart, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and just pull up the ES chart. I'm going to go ahead and make that a big screen. Yeah, I am. You know it. And let's go ahead and let's look at the 4 hour, guys, just to confirm. We are seeing here on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, yeah, you know it. The 4 hour is in nothing but a trend up through that 19, that 20 area. As long as we stay above that, guys, I think that the preference is still to the upside, However, clearly the overlapping rotations that we've had here, all the way from the 43.69, which we got the 43s highs of the day yesterday, were the 43 halves, if I'm not incorrect, 43 quarters, 43 halves. We did not get above it, that previous high. We tried multiple times. We sat up there all day, and we just could not take it out. But the overlapping areas of balance that we had one push down, push back higher, back down, back higher, and now we're back down again. We've had 5 waves in here, guys, 5 waves, and we are clearly, there's no doubt about it, we are clearly balancing at this lower area, back down to this 19, back to this 17. Really starts to bring the longer trend into question. The 4 hour trend is coming into question at that point, and because we have come back down to the middle of the previous fat cran area balance, and I do think that there is the potential for us to see the 2781s again, the 2790s and the 2781s. I think that is definitely within the scope of a possibility of what is possible moving forward. I will be very, very careful, very, very close, keeping a close eye today on the ES today. So guys, yeah, let's go ahead and actually, I jumped into a 5-minute chart. That was a 4 hour chart. We clearly saw a balance. Here, guys, from the 43.75s all the way down to the 28, 21s, 20s that we saw in the previous session, the overnight session, guys. Clearly seeing a balance forming. I would love to jump into a 30-minute chart, guys. In a 30-minute chart, yeah, that's right. You can see it overlapping balances. So I do see here the high of the chart is the 28.63.75. We do balance them up on the highs. Yeah, we do. Yeah, you see it here. I'm showing you where there is a balance up here on the highs starting at 8/7/2018 in the morning. Yeah, all the way to last Friday, which was 8-9 at the close, essentially 8-9 of the same year. So all the way from the 63 to the 52s. Guys, we saw that balance. We saw another balance lower in the overnight session, another balance lower in the overnight session, and from there, that 44, 28, 44, all the way down to that 20, the 20 quarter. Yeah, guys, you see it here. You see it. That is an overlapping area of balance we've had from the Sunday. Yeah, from Friday open, Friday all the way through the Friday trade into the Sunday, and then the Monday back down, and then Monday night overnight, yeah, into Tuesday morning back up, and then yesterday we tried to take out that high again, and we just came right up and failed. Yeah, guys, we are seeing some selling in here. There's no doubt about it. So that is definitely seeing overlapping rotation of value, and we definitely are seeing that 30-minute looking for lower. So guys, that is the first indication back down through 20. Definitely first indication that we've seen in a while that this trade is starting to the break to the upside is starting to be over a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at a 15-minute. We're not going to see much difference. Yeah, everything is the same on the 15-minute, and then the 5-minute. Let's go ahead and actually zoom in on the 5-minute. I'm going to go ahead and blow away this last area of balance I drew. Yeah, because that makes it harder for us to determine what's going on in the 5-minute. But yeah, in the overnight session, my friends, in yesterday's session, we came all the way up to the 44, 43 halves, 43 quarters, whatever that was. And then we started to come off. Yeah, we did. Started to come off in a big way. In the overnight session, we had an area balance between the 42.80s and all the way down to the 38.80s, and then another area balance yet lower from the 39.71s all the way down to the 28.35.02s. Then just small areas of balance on the way down, but yeah, guys, nothing really even overlapping on this way down. Yeah, we have seen a couple of 3-minute bars, 5-minute bars, 15 minutes of trade that have overlapped, but yeah, guys, nothing major that we have seen that did any sort of overlapping on the way back down. That is wow, that was it was quite the move down. Quite a move down in the overnight session, my friends. So yeah, what we are seeing here now, what we are seeing currently is we are seeing that prior to that number we had seen so those numbers, I apologize for seeing that number. There were four of those numbers. We had seen a bid come into this market, and we are starting to see some moderation off of that bid, guys. This is a price pattern right here that I am looking at. When I say here, I mean we have our most recent area of balance all the way from the 23.28 quarters all the way down into the 23 halves. So 28 quarters to 23 halves. The middle of that area of balance is the 26 halves, 26 quarters, 26 halves, my friends. We did see spike up through it. We did see spike up through it one more time, and then came back down into it. So yeah, we did see trading right in that area, and we did see some selling come in, and from there we have been balancing up a little bit lower on the 5-minute time frame. So I would expect to continue to see, I'd rather say, I would continue to expect to see the selling come in, guys, and especially down into that 21-22 area. I would expect to see us trade that before the next number, the 9 o'clock number that comes out next, guys. That's right. No, we have a couple 815s. We have a couple 815s I'll be on top of for you. But yeah, I would expect to see us trade that before the 9 o'clock number all the way back down into that 20, 21, 22 area. And then we'll see how things behave down there. But guys, on the longer term, on the longer term, there's no doubt about it. That 20 area is key area. 20 area, we can get through it. Sure, I mean we can get through it by a point or two. That wouldn't be the end of the world. But yeah, guys, we are definitely looking for a price pattern at the 20, at the 21, at the 22, all the way down into the 17, 16 area, guys. We're definitely looking for a price pattern to give us some idea that perhaps a trend to the downside on the 5 minute, on the 30 minute is over, and we are looking for a little bit more to the upside. So yeah, guys. Yesterday I got chopped up a couple times. You can see here on the chart that I got chopped up once, twice, 3 times. 3 times a lady. Yeah, that's right, guys. I got chopped up a couple times yesterday. Hopefully today we will see some continuation. We will see some trend that continues here. But guys, like I said, on the 5 minute chart, I do expect to see selling. Especially with those labor numbers. And then secondly, guys, in the labor cost numbers, and in addition to that, my friends, I do expect to see that 20. We'll see really what happens at that 20. I think we're going back there. I think there's no doubt about it. We're heading back there on a shorter time frame. We'll see what happens when we get there. Good morning to you. Thank you so much. Hey, Pat. Nice to see you this morning. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're enjoying Chart Talk. Yeah, you know it. So, Pat, that's what we're here for. We are here for you live every day. I just want to go ahead, since you just jumped into the room. I would, hey, good morning, Pat. Good morning to you. All right. So there's a GM to you. That's right. So I would like to bring to your attention, Pat, that we did just have numbers at 7:30, about 15 minutes ago. The numbers were better than expected. I can give you a rundown of those really quick. But guys, I would be definitely keeping an eye on that ES as it starts to come off that 26 quarter. The New York Fed manufacturing came in at 25.6, above the survey of 20. We did have labor costs that came in at the draw of 0.9. Retail sales is 0.6, and that was retail sales X, and then retail sales was 0.5, guys. We do have 8:15 numbers. And those are going to be industrial production and capacity utilization. I will have those for you live as they come in, my friends. So yeah, that is what we're seeing. That is definitely what we're seeing in the ES. So let's go ahead and let's rock it over to the NASDAQ, because I think NASDAQ's even a larger case of what we should be looking at on the larger scale. So NASDAQ is down, guys. ES is down 17 points. NASDAQ's down 61, which is definitely a big area that we should be looking at in the NASDAQ. So here's the NASDAQ, guys. I just switched over charts to the NASDAQ. We're on the 4-hour. Yes, we are on the 4-hour, guys. On the 4-hour, we do have a balance area that we have seen up in here, right from that 7505 area that we saw recent in the last week. We saw that 7505 area to trade, and then all the way down to just below where we're at right now. We're trading the 73.96.75s currently off those recent lows. The 72s, 73.82s are a big area to the downside, middle of the previous area balance, and definitely somewhere that we have seen it stop before. So guys, we are into key areas currently on this NASDAQ on the 4 hours. 4 hour below that, guys. Below that, it definitely does look like to me that we could see the 7306s, and then below that the 7263s. Those would be my targets to the downside. So guys, we are seeing let's go ahead and let's move into a 30-minute time frame. And guys, we did see the invalidation of that key short area fail. We saw the continuation to the downside with the trade up to the 74.74 the other day. 74, 76 area. We saw that, and ever since then we have been balancing lower on this time frame here, guys. On this time frame, we are right now. We did test initiative out of balance to the downside, initiative out of balance to the downside, my friends, and we are coming back into the balance currently. So we are definitely seeing on the 30-minute. Yeah, we're seeing some. Oh boy, we're seeing some large area chop trade all the way up from 74.74 all the way down to 73.93. So we are definitely seeing that larger chop trend intact. However, guys, on the 30-minute time frame, we are definitely balancing lower, starting to balance lower. This is a key area for us. To see if we can actually see some continuation of below the 96 where we're at right now. We're trading 92 spot, 92 quarters, 73, 92 quarters, guys. As long as we stay below the 96, right? I think that 96 in the 73.96 is a key area, guys. The longer we stay below that 96, oh boy, the more difficult it gets for us to continue to like this long lean. But yeah, with that initiative out of balance that failed already once this morning. Let's see if we can get some continuation to the downside back below that 83, that 84 area. Yeah, and I do think we definitely start to see some lower, and I think we see this 73.20s pretty quick, guys, all the way down to the 72.59s, 72.60s, like we talked about earlier. So yeah, guys, I think that is I think it's definitely possible to the downside. We are starting to see some weakness, continued weakness this morning coming into the Nasdaq. Let us take a quick moment, and so guys, the ES, right? As long as we stay, let me just be very, very clear about what I'm seeing here. Guys, the ES, as long as we stay above that 20 area, right? As long as we stay above that 20 area, I think that 20 to 17 in the ES, right? I think that as long as we stay above that 73.90, let's call it 96, down to the 88 in the Nasdaq, I think the long lean is still intact. Us being below it, trading the 92 quarter right now in the Nasdaq, yeah, it's definitely worrisome on a 5-minute time frame. But I definitely think we're in the range of the margin of error. It's definitely a margin of error issue. I think at this point we'll see how it continues. We take out that 88. Oh boy! I think that the 5-minute is telling us the story that we need to perk up our ears and listen to, my friends. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the YM. We're going to look at the YM on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, guys, YM has not been into recent highs, just like the ES and Nasdaq have been. ES and Nasdaq have been to recent highs. The YM definitely has not, and we did see initiative out of balance a couple days ago. We did see initiative out of balance in the YM, and oh yeah, that's right, guys, we're back at the lower extreme one more time. So yeah, just like that Daft Punk song, one more time, we're back at that extreme one more time. We are seeing initiative out of balance today on the 5-minute time frame, but yeah, I do see that we are balancing them up here from the 574 all the way down to our most recent low. Let's just call it all the way down to the 058. So 574 to 058. So yeah, guys, we are just chopping them up in here right now at this time frame, but we are seeing overlapping balance on the 30-minute. Yeah, on that 30-minute, guys, we are seeing overlapping balance from that 369 all the way down to the 148, 369 to the 148, and we are seeing initiative out of balance currently. To the downside. We did try to come back into balance, and we are continuing back out of balance to the downside. definitely something to see here. YM is down 0.64% on the day. I do expect I think a trade all the way down into the 058s. So 25.058 is in the YM. Yeah, guys, 25.058 gives us, as long as we're above that, still gives us reason to hope to the upside. Still to think that the larger trend is still intact. But yeah, with initiative out of balance and trade back below that whole, I think that that we start looking at invalidation and start to think, hey, any pop up here is clearly sellable through the 058s, guys. 25.058. So yeah, guys, that's what we are looking at. Let's drop down into a I did a 15-minute chart, but let's not do it. Let's do a 5-minute chart, just because I'm liking what we're seeing here in the 5-minute chart. We are initiative out of balance to the downside. We do have a couple of balance areas lower within the range in the overnight session. Yeah, we do. And we came up, and just like the ES, we tried initiative out of balance to the upside. Yeah, we did. We tried. Or I'm sorry, tried testing and validation. I apologize, which is the middle of the previous area of balance. Yeah, we tried to test that. We tried to break through it, and we were unable to. And we have come back down lower. I think that means that we do come down, and we do test at least the 106 again, sometime in the near future, probably before the open. We do test that 106 again, and then guys, I think there is still the 5-minute case for continuation to the downside. So guys, again, just to be very clear and frank, as long as we're above the 20s to the 17s in the ES, the 20s to the 17s, I think that the longer trend case is still in. I do think the 20s to 17s are a good area to look for a price pattern, right? It's like we talked about the other day. I do think that on the NASDAQ, 73.96 to 73.88, I think those are great areas to be looking for a price pattern. Anywhere down through here is a great area to be looking for a price pattern to the upside. Let me be very clear. In both of these, I still do have a long lean. However, the short lean clearly has been profitable in the overnight session, and the short from the 26 quarters in the ES has clearly worked out very well so far. Who knows if it continues to, but like I said, a price pattern is the only way that we would be long at this point right now. But we are definitely searching for that price pattern, willing to take a couple of shots longer today in this key area. Guys, any trade, as long as we stay above 25.058 in any sort of sustained way, yeah, that does give us hope for a continuation to the upside in the YM on the larger time frame. However, guys, seeing that initiative out of balance on that 5-minute, yeah, that does, or on the 30-minute, I apologize, initiative out of balance on the 30-minute and the 5-minute, yeah, that does definitely call into question some of the larger trend that we have seen on the shorter time frame. So guys, yeah, that is what we're seeing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Russell. So yeah, that Russell, guys, we are seeing that Russell, and we are seeing that it did chop up yesterday all the way from the previous highs of 90 the 1691.9 all the way up into the 1698.3. Yeah, we just saw it chop up yesterday. We are back below it, guys, and we are balancing on the 5-minute time frame. We are balancing lower on the 5-minute time frame. So that is definitely something to see, is that balance lower in the Russell. But guys, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. We are just chopping them up here at this point. We are just chopping them up here between 1720.8 all the way to 1628.4, 1628 to 1720. Looking at a 90-point range here, where it's just been chop on the highs, guys. Chop on the highs on the 4-hour time frame. We are kind of right in the middle of that area of balance, just like we were yesterday. We're a little bit above it. 30-minute time frame, guys. 30 minutes. We are starting to starting to pull back, guys, and I think that as long as we stay above on the 30-minute, because it was important to point out, guys, on the YM, we saw a trend change yesterday. As long as we continue to trade above the 1683s and the 30, 1683s and the 30, I think that that the trend. I am making a note for you guys right now. I'll post that in the chat logs. But as long as we continue to trade in a sustained wave of 1683, yeah, I think that the trend is still intact. But yesterday we saw a trend change, guys. Let's take a look at the Russell on a 30-minute time frame. So, guys, on a 30-minute time frame, we had last Thursday, which was 8/9, right? August 9th, we had a high of 1699.2. The next day, the 10th, the Friday, we had a high of 1698.6. On Monday, we had a high during all the sessions, right? A session high of 1691.8. And each of those days, we had corresponding new lows, yeah, right? The first day we had in the overnight session, we had a low. We had a new low. Let's put it in the overnight session in the Friday, right? We had that 1681 low, and then we had a 1677 low, and then we had a spike down during the low of the day on Monday to 1669.9. And then what happened yesterday? We got some bid Friday into the close. Monday into the close, and then we saw some continuation Tuesday. Tuesday we saw some trade higher, guys. And guess what? We took out that 1691 swing high that we had and put it in Monday. And yeah, we came up and we actually tested a 1698.3 high that was in from Friday. And guys, so that is the first time we have seen higher highs. And if we hang up here, as long as we hang up above that 1683, that'd be a higher low as well. So guys, that is definitely 1683 is a key area. We're trading at 1687.8 right now. That's 5 points. 5 points, which would be another 0.4%. 0.38, 0.37% to the downside. I can do some mental math, mental gymnastics for you guys. Yeah, you know it. So that's the beep in the background. You guys heard it. That is 8 o'clock here. 8 o'clock here. In 15 minutes, we will have a number for you. So I'll hang out with you until we do have those numbers. And let's go ahead and look at that Russell on the 5-minute time frame, guys. On the 5-minute time frame in the Russell, yeah, guess what, guys? We did see that a trend change. But we do need to hang out above that 1683 to believe that the trend change is actually a true trend change, a sea change, and not just a little wave that we saw to confuse us. So yeah, guys, that's what we are seeing. We are also seeing the crude. Let's take a look at that crude to the downside, guys. That has been a nice trade. Let's go ahead and rock it out. So I think that so finally, I'm going to repeat one more time just for clarity's sake. As long as we stay above the 20 to 17 area in the ES, yeah, I think the trend is still alive to the upside. As long as we trade above the 73.96 to the 88 area, yeah, somewhere in there, and we get a price pattern. We are looking for price patterns at those points, guys, in order to participate back to the upside. I missed it the other day as we took off those lows. But yeah, looking for my opportunity again. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But looking for my opportunity to buy the lower extreme of that balance area again. Same thing with the YM, guys. 25.058. I think that's a key area in the YM. We'll definitely be keeping our eyes on as long as we trade above that. As long as we trade above that in the YM, we're trading 117s right now. Yeah, guys. As long as we trade above that, I do think that we do see continuation to the upside. And the 1683 on the 30-minute, 1683 on the 30-minute on the Russell on that /RTY, guys. So yeah, that is what we're seeing. But let's go ahead and let's take a moment and move it on over, rock it on over to the crude, guys. To the crude. So yesterday I did in that spike up into the 51s, the 67 51s. We came back down. I was able to get short the 41s, the 40s. Yeah. Ooh, I don't remember if it was the 41s or the 40 guys, but the spot 40s or 41s, I was able to get short, and then was able to add back again short later in the day into the close. We did see some continuation to the downside, and we have balanced them up here, guys. Crude has balanced them up here on the on that 5 minute time frame, balanced them up lower. We did see a spike all the way down to the 66 in the overnight session, where we came all the way back up to the 66.51. But yeah, we're starting to come back off again, guys. Below that recent 5 minute area balance, we are seeing initiative to the downside. I think that 22 maybe a pretty key area here for us. If that 22 doesn't hold, then I definitely think that we're going to see the 65.88s again. We're going to see the 65.88s again. So I do think that back to the 65.88, 65.71 area. Yeah, I think that definitely shows the continued weakness in the crude. That crude had the outside pattern that we saw, guys, last Friday, on the Friday trading day, and we saw new lows, and then we saw new highs all the way back up into 68.40. But did not invalidate our larger lean. Our larger lean is still short all the way through 68, 68, 50, 59, 57 area here, guys. Just like, let's take a look. Let's actually zoom out real quick back to that 30-minute time frame. Just like that 70, 78 took a look at. Sorry, I'm actually not going to be able to see it on that. I'm going to have to go out to the 20-day 1 hour. We did see this spike up recent all the way, so we'll call it back on the 30th of July. Yeah, we did see the spike up in the 70.43 area, but that 70.78 above us is the middle of the previous area balance. As you guys can see here, middle of the previous area balance. We are seeing that the middle of the previous area balance is still the 68.58, which allows us to bring our stop down from the 70.78 to the 60.58, 58 area, 68.51, 68 is 58 to 61, somewhere in there. And we are seeing a continuation to the downside, testing those lower extremes of our new current area balance that we are forming on the larger time frame. I think it is worth noting that 65.70 area is still a key area. I think that we see the 65.88 if we continue lower. From there, I don't know. I'd like to see us initiate out of balance again out of this and all the way down into the 64s. I'd love to see it, guys. So low 64s, I'd love to see it. So let's see what we do see here, guys. Let's see what we do see. The 5 minute, we are seeing us come off a little bit, and we are seeing us balance them up and trying to downside all the way down into that 22.19 area, 66.21 area. Trading the 62. It's trading the 65.66 last 60. 65.67 last, guys. So is it the COU? Let me oh yeah, actually V is front now, guys. So so everything that I said applied to the COU, but the same chart patterns are in effect on the CLV, all the way down from the 65. So between COU and CLV, I apologize, guys. Let me be very, very clear, be very explicit. CLV is now should now be front. We are seeing here, guys. There's a large backwardation in the CL. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I say backwardation, yeah, just give it a Google, do an internet search of it. We don't actually use Google around here at FutureSquawk. Yeah, we use Goodle, or we perhaps just say in the good old internet squawk. We like DuckDuckGo privacy search. We are a big fan of that. But yeah, we just say do a quick search of backwardation. You guys will understand the concept pretty quickly, and if you don't, feel free to ask in chat. I will explain that to you. So, um, but yeah, we are. Good morning, Sean. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. So yeah, guys. Sean, I'll run through everything one more time for you. We're just waiting 8 more minutes for the next series numbers, which are going to be manufacturing, industrial production, and capacity utilization. Yes, my friends. So I'll hit those for you as soon as they come out. Then I'm gonna take a quick break, eat some breakfast, and get back to the show. But yeah, guys, that's what we are currently seeing. That's what we continue to expect to see. But yeah, there is some backwardation in that crude. In that crude trade. So yeah, guys, we are seeing 6601, 6602 in the CLV8 as the key area. Same thing with the CLU8. The clue, the CLU8. Yeah, guys, the same area balance that we saw there. The 6601 being the middle of it. Yeah, we saw the exact same pattern. Oh, we're up at 6671 in the crude. So as long as we stay below 6671, and then of course the middle of the previous area balance up here that we talked about, that crude, right? So let's just go back to the crude. That's much better. As long as we stay above the 68.6, then I think that I think the trend continues to the downside. 68.57, 58, somewhere in that range, guys. I think that the trend has the continuation to the downside in its future. So yeah, guys, we are talking about we'll talk about the CLU, we'll talk about the CLV, we'll talk about them all today. But yeah, we are expecting some continuation to the downside. If and how do we know we're wrong? How do we know we're wrong? Is trade back up to 6671 and in the CLU8 and 6601 in the CLV8. That's how we would know we were wrong, friends. That would bring the trend to the downside into question. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, guys. So CL is a short, right? In my book, is a short all the way on the V8. Is all the way short through 6602, and on the U8, it's a short through the 66. What did I say? 6671. Yeah, guys, 6671 on the crude. And that is crude short. Short lead. Okay, guys. So that is what we're seeing in the crude. Let's take a look at the RBOB real quick. Yeah, we got 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. Let's take a look at the RBOB. RBOB is actually seeing some strength come into it recently. RBOB is seeing some strength come into it in the overnight session. And yesterday, RBOB was up while crude was barely up. So, yeah, while crude is down on the day, guys, 0.51 cents in the CLV8. RBOB is actually up almost a penny, near 0.7 cents, 0.69 cents, and 0.32% on the day on the RBOB, guys. On the RBOB. Yeah, you know it. So that is what we are seeing in the RBOB. RBOB is showing some relative strength compared to that crude oil. Tried to initiative out of balance to the downside out of that $2 range all the way down to $1.98. And we definitely have seen the bid come back in off that. So yeah, definitely no doubt about it, guys. RBOB is into key areas. So I'm not sure. I don't think I like where I put that drawing, but guys, you guys get it. That's more or less the middle of the area balance. I think as long as we stay below the 2.065, 2.065 in the RBOB, yeah, we are still have a short lean. Okay, on the longer time frame, 2.065. Below that, we still are liking trend to the downside, guys. We've got 2.5 minutes until we have industrial production and capacity utilization. I will get those numbers out to you as soon as they come in. We did not take a look at the gold. I think I would like to just sneak that in very, very quickly. Guys, as we know on the 4 hour, yeah, we have balance area, balance area, balance area lower. Recent trade, guys, was from 1225 spot 2 all the way down to the 1212 area. We did see initiative out of that balance in the previous days, previous couple days trading session. As long as we yesterday we had established in the Monday session that as long as trade stayed below the 1206 area, guys, that the continuation was most likely to the downside, and that's exactly what we had seen, my friends. We had seen initiative out of balance to the downside yet again in the Monday overnight into the Tuesday session, or sorry, Tuesday overnight session, and we are trading currently the 1191 spot 3. Low of the day is the 1190 spot 5. Guys, we have seen that gold come off significantly. I do think that now that we are seeing that initial out of balance, and we aren't really seeing any major overlapping rotation yet, but I think that we can definitely move our stop down on the gold down to the 1202 spot 1. So from the 1206 to the 1202, I think that we can bring some initiative, bring the stop back down. Those of you guys who are really risk averse, you can definitely have your stop up here above that 1194 spot 3, and then those of you guys who are kind of middle ground, 1198 spot 3. So I think that those are that's the upper extreme of the balance that looks like it's forming here on the GC. Guys, we have 30 seconds until the number, so let me just go ahead and take a quick second. We are seeing the downtrend come back to life in the gold with that dollar bid, guys. We didn't even talk about the dollar today, but yeah, industrial production is previously was spot 6, guys. Previous was spot 6. We are seeing an expectation for spot 3. And capacity utilization, guys, previously 70 spot 0. Survey says 78 spot 2. So I will have those numbers for you as soon as they are released right now, guys. And I'm seeing 78 spot 1 for capacity utilization and 0.1 instead of 0.3 for industrial production. So, guys, industrial production came in a little bit lower than expectations, and yeah, we are definitely seeing the capacity utilization right in line with the survey. So that should be another indicator that you guys will use in order to make informed trading decisions. So guys, we are seeing right now we are trading 96 spot 926, guys, in the dollar, and that is that's just off the highs of the day. 96 spot 933 is the high of the day in the dollar. So we're just 6 ticks off the highs of the day in the dollar. Definitely seeing the dollar, seeing some action in the dollar, my friends. So yeah, that's what we're seeing. Some continued bid in the dollar, just like we're seeing some continued offer here in the gold on the 4 hour. Yeah, we definitely have seen it on the 30 minute. Yeah, guys, we're definitely seeing it. The middle of that area of balance is on the 30 minute. Yeah, middle of that area of balance. I think I said 1194. I think we could go all the way up to the 1194 spot 7 area. I think that's a fair place to put it. And then yeah, we are seeing overlapping area balance here lower. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. You guys, it's up to you. I talk, you trade. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what I am seeing here. And on that number, guys, we have seen a little bit of a big comeback into the ES. So let's go ahead and rocket on over to the ES on the 5 minute time frame. think I might be on the Russell chart though. Yeah, I am. So let's get off that Russell, bring that Russell back in actually on the 5 minute. That ES, guys. Yeah, that ES is just chopping them up on the lows. We did see all the way down to the 2175s on that push low, but we didn't see the price pattern that we are looking for to be long, to be honest with you. Not the price pattern where we really wanted. I wanted to see it spike down below it and come back up around it on an outside bar, or have a much more of a buying tail, but it didn't see it, and that may have been the end of that trend to the downside. I don't think so, but yeah, we are on those numbers. We definitely are seeing some bid come back into the market. Capacity utilization was really nice number. It shows that we are seeing some follow through on the from some of the fiscal and monetary policies that we have seen come into place recently. All right, guys. So that pretty much does it for Chart Talk this morning. I hope you guys you guys saw everything that you needed to see. I saw everything that you would love to see continuation in. And if I hope I answered all your questions. So just to confirm for you guys, just to share one more time. Yes, on the larger time frame, I think that as long as we're above the 20 to 17, I think ES is a net long. I think it's a great place to be looking to be long. If we get back through that 20 to 17 area without a price pattern, yeah, I think some things start changing. I think that the long lean is starting to be invalidated. So, or it has been invalidated. So we'll definitely be keeping our eye on that. The same thing with the Nasdaq, guys. That's 73.96 all the way down to 73.88. Yeah, I think that's a big area up above that 96, even on the shorter time frame. Oh, and I start to have a little bit of a giddy moment. I start to think, hey, you know what? This Nasdaq might not actually be as weak as everybody says it is. So yeah, that's definitely something to see. But we do have to get up to the 7407 area in order to really see some continuation to the upside. But yeah, guys, I start to say, man, oh man, this Nasdaq might not be in the dumps like everybody says it is if we continue to trade up through that 73.96 area. So that 73.96 to that 88 area, yeah, it's a big area looking for key price, a price bar, some price action that gives us a reason to believe that this thing is going to continue higher. However, on the shorter time frame, guys, all the way up to that 7407, yeah, guys, it's on the shorter time frame, on the 5 minute time frame, is definitely a selling opportunity all the way up through there on the shorter time frame. Um, for the YM guys, everything above 25.058, yes, I still hold that long lean and still hold that long lean, but yeah, we are just chopping them up on those recent lows, and on the 5 minute time frame, we were unable to see any continuation to the upside in that recent pop up to the 150s. Yeah, and the pop from the 25 106s all the way up to the 156s, we are unable to see any sort of continuation. We have come back off it to the downside, and then finally in the Russell, guys, in order to continue to see the potential for higher highs and higher lows, yeah, guys, we need to see that 1683 area hold up today. So anything above the 1683 area today, and I still think that the Russell is has the potential of seeing itself to the upside. So guys, that's what we are seeing. This is where I am seeing the key areas. I also am seeing that on the CLV8, I'm seeing 6002 as a big area, and then I'm also seeing on the CLU8 6671. As long as we stay below that, yeah, I think we have a short lean and 2.065 in the RBOB for the short as well, guys. Crude gold is, I didn't actually write gold down as we were looking at it, which is a shame on me. But yeah, guys, we are trading 6 ticks off the lows of the day in the gold. 6 ticks off the lows of the day, and all the way up to the 1195 area. 1195 in the gold. I think it still gives us a juicy short opportunity, right? Especially at a price pattern up to the 95 and back down into it. So guys, yeah, we are seeing a little bit of a bid come back in, a little bit of bid come back into the Nasdaq, the ES, ES Nasdaq, Dow and Russell. Seeing that bid come back in a little bit, guys. So yeah, that's the gold. That's the gold here. So I'll switch back over to a Russell chart and take a minute, quick minute break, and I will be back with you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Market opens in 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Yes, guys. Thank you so very much for your time. And again, I am Eric Vanderway. I am the voice of FutureSquawk.